Yeah, hi, my name is Rami from the linuxblogtechieguys.net. Today I'm just going to do the installation of Wireshark. I'm not sure if you've tried it on Windows or anything like that, but I said Wireshark does do like brute force attacks for when it's getting like a wireless key, or if you want to get like a username and password on a router provided by your provider and so forth. As I said, but this is just the installation, so it's not to show you how to use it at all. But as I said, in future I may decide to do that. What I'll do is I'm going to use Putty, which is like a SSH client. So in there, in the terminal, I'm going to put sudo space apt-get install Wireshark and press enter. It'll ask for my password. So just enter that and just download it. It will ask you, of course, if you want to download it, just type in Y for yes. Shouldn't take too long because it's a small application, but as I said, depending on your speed, as I said, if it's really slow, then of course it'll take a while. If it's quick, then of course it'll download in a couple of seconds. Just like in my case, it's just done, just like that. So just let this do what it needs to do. So it just takes a while, just unpacking and everything. I mean, I do apologize regarding the comments and everything. As I said, I've had like about over 1,000 comments, so basically it's taking a while to reply, but I will reply to them. Now this is complaining saying that there is an issue, so I'm going to do sudo apt-get update as it suggests, and then basically rerun the program again. So it says it's there. Okay, so basically we know that Wireshark is downloaded and unpacked. And as I said, the reason why it says do the update is just so that in case there's any dependencies or anything not working correctly or missing and vice versa, you do the update to try and correct any issues at all. Now, as I said, the next thing I'm going to do sudo space group add Wireshark. So basically just to add that to the group itself. So that's now been done for you. Next thing, and then next, of course, as I said, I'm going to add that to my username. So basically, so what we're going to do here, you're going to replace this section here, Wireshark, your username. So basically, you could either put root, or in my case, I'm just going to put remote center. So that's basically added it. So basically, what that will do is allow either my username to have access to Wireshark itself. If you want to use root, then you don't really need to do that much at all. But if you're going to create a username other than root, then of course you need to do this particular command, which is sudo space usermod space -a space -g space Wireshark and then space remote. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to change the group of Wireshark. Now if you were to go in the terminal or on your server, whatever it is on your Ubuntu itself, now if you did like cd space and the / user, it'll take you to the user directory, and of course in there you'll see a bin directory. So if you were to go in there, you should find a file which will say dump cap. So basically this is what we're changing. So you're just doing sudo change group Wireshark / user / bin / dump cap, press enter. So that's basically we've changed the group permission for Wireshark itself. After that, of course, we're going to change the group permission. So as I said, I'm using here sudo chmod 750. You can use, as I said, 757. If you want to give full right permissions, and of course it will be 777. So I'm using 750 here. I have put a list of codings whereby to tell you what each of the numbers do. So basically like an index of numeric numbers. So it'll be sudo chmod 750 space user bin thumbcat, press enter. So we change the permissions for that. So if I were to go into there, you will find, of course, it's giving, we can make modifications in the bin fault directory and to that particular file if you wanted to. So you can modify it. If you didn't do the chmod 750 and you just left it as it is, sometimes it may come with an error. So if you're not logged in as root, it'll come and say basically permission denied. So as I said, if you change the root, the right permissions and everything, then of course it won't come with that error message at all. So after that, we can use something called setcap now. So in there, I'm going to put sudo space setcap cap underscore net underscore raw, and then basically a comma cap underscore net underscore admin equals to EIP space user bin and the dump cap location. Press enter. So basically that will be the setcap itself. We then basically, now that's everything set up, we just verify that it's all working by using sudo space get cap space user bin dump cap. It'll give something like, just say basically user bin dump cap. So it's giving information to say it's actually working. So that's basically your Wireshark all set up for you. So that's basically Wireshark and everything set up. So initially you should log in automatically when you restart the when you restart the machine itself. Now there is a way which I have found out as well, whereby if you wanted to use Wireshark for a non-root user, you can do this command, which is sudo space dpkg dash reconfigure space wireshark dash common, and basically when you run that command, it will then show you, it'll give you the option whereby you can select to run Wireshark on all non-root, for all non-root users. So as I said, and that's about it. As I said, on a Windows machine, I said you could install Wireshark on a Windows machine. If you're using Ubuntu desktop, then what you could do, rather than going through the terminal, you could just go on to the website itself. So if you're using a desktop version like Linux, Mint, etc. and so forth, just open up the web, go to the Wireshark website, download it, and it'll just install it. If, however, it fails or doesn't install at all because it's saying you need like a Windows machine, and I have put a setup instruction on something called Wine or Wine Server, which allows you to install Windows applications on a Ubuntu or Linux system with a desktop background. So you can follow that. Any issues, as I said, just let me know, but that should be everything set up for you. And thanks for watching, and thanks for listening. Take care. Bye bye.